Let's begin with a question. What if the smartest technologies in the world were built not to maximize profit, but to maximize well-being? In the last module, we saw how AI can deepen inequality, draining natural resources, depending on invisible labor and concentrating power in just a few hands. Those lessons remind us that innovation without purpose can widen social divides. This module flips a lens. Instead of asking what's wrong with AI, we will explore what could be right when AI is designed for the public interest. So, what exactly do we mean by public interest? Philosophers and policymakers have debated this for centuries, but one clear explanation comes from scholar Barry Bozeman. He defines public interest as those outcomes that best serve the long-term survival and well-being of a community. In other words, public interest isn't fixed, it's discovered through discussion. Communities debate, negotiate, and decide together what truly benefits everyone. That also means AI for public interest cannot be defined only by experts in labs. It must be co-created with the people it affects. Contrast this with private interest AI, which mainly serves commercial goals like boosting sales or engagement. Public interest AI asks, who benefits, who's harmed, and who gets a say? Think of it as moving from governing AI, which we discussed earlier in this course, to guiding AI towards purpose. Governance gives us the rules. Public interest gives us the direction. When AI development follows this principle, it adopts qualities like transparency, accountability, participation, equity, and sustainability. These aren't buzzwords, they are design choices. Let's look at a few frameworks and initiatives that bring these ideas to life. First, the capabilities approach. This framework says communities, not corporations, should decide what AI for good means. The aim is to give people the freedom and the resources to build the lives they value. In practice, this means involving community members in design decisions, goal setting, data collection, and evaluation from start to finish, so AI projects align with local values and needs. Institute DAIR is an independent research group funded by Dr. Timnit Gebru in December 2021. DAIR focuses on studying and addressing the negative impacts of artificial intelligence, especially from the perspective of communities often ignored by big tech companies. Unlike most research labs, DAIR is distributed with team members around the world, not just Silicon Valley. DAIR's work highlights issues like algorithmic bias, privacy, and fairness, while aiming to support ethical, community-based AI development. Dr. Gebru created DAIR after her experience at Google to promote truly independent and socially responsible AI research. Third, the Algorithmic Justice League, AJL, was founded by Joy Buolamwini in 2016 to address bias and harms in artificial intelligence systems. Motivated by her own experience of facial recognition failing to detect her face, Buolamwini launched AJL to combine research, advocacy, and art in exposing algorithmic bias, particularly in systems that impact gender and racial equity. AJL conducts audit, develops educational initiatives, and influences policy to promote equitable and accountable technology, focusing on transparency in AI used across sectors like healthcare, finance, and criminal justice. Fourth, adopted in 2021, the UNESCO recommendation on the ethics of artificial intelligence is the first global standard-setting framework on AI ethics. It guides governments and organizations to design and use AI in ways that uphold human rights, promote inclusion, and protect the environment. The recommendation emphasizes that AI should serve the public good, benefiting people and the planet rather than a few private interests. By doing so, it makes clear that public interest AI isn't just an aspiration, it's a shared global responsibility. These examples share one belief: people must have agency and control over how AI affects their lives. That means being able to understand, question, and contest automated decisions. Around the world, we see AI being used in ways that clearly align with the public interest. In public health, algorithms track disease outbreaks. In climate action, AI predicts floods or wildfires. In accessibility, it powers tools that read text aloud for the visually impaired. Ethical questions to ask: who owns the data? Who benefits? Who decides? When we talk about the public, we also mean the global public. The knowledge powering AI comes from everywhere, from Kenyan data workers to Indian coders to open source volunteers in Latin America. Public interest AI recognizes and values this shared human contribution. So, how do we know if an AI project truly serves the public interest? A simple test. Ask: 1. Who benefits from this system? 2. Who might be harmed or excluded? 3. Who was involved in designing? Number 4. Can people question or correct its decisions? These questions turn lofty ethics into everyday practice, useful for policymakers, developers, or any citizen engaging with AI. To close, let's connect the dots across your learning journey. We started by defining AI as a socio-technical system made by people, shaped by data, full of potential and risk. We examined its societal harms, governance, and inequalities. Now, we arrive at purpose, using AI as a tool for collective flourishing. What would your public interest AI look like?